Hello, hello. All right, hope you can see me okay in this lighting. I've been wanting to talk about my thoughts on magic and real magic. And, I got a comment yesterday. Christie, you had all these witches and magicians on your show. Why aren't you casting any spells and get yourself out of this situation or whatever? And I get it, and it's cool, and I am not knocking it in any way. I'm just telling you what works for me and what I have found to be real magic. Okay, so to me, life itself really is magic. The fact that we're existing on this plane filled with all these gases, and they're at the exact right percentages. Let's see, hydrogen and oxygen can be water or air. Too much of either, and we die, right? All of our human body being a machine and magically doing what it needs to do by itself, filtering out waste, your heart beating, your eyes blinking, breathing, etc. And then you have, let's say, Mother Nature, a tornado come in and say, wipe everything out, but that beautiful tiny little pansy, delicate little thing is still standing strong. To me, that's magic. Yeah, so, I did. I had lots of people on the shows and come to me for love spells and blah, 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 this and that. And okay, that's great if that's your path. Why I choose it to not be mine is, number one, we'll use love spells, for example. Let's say I'm in love with some dude married as a girlfriend or whatever, but I love him. Maybe he doesn't even have all that. But I love him and I want him so much, and my intentions aren't working and all of this stuff. He still isn't calling me, or he's still going home to his wife or this and that. And I'm going to cast a spell on him to make him fall madly in love with me forever and ever. Okay, let me ask you this. How many lives, even though you have the best intentions, how many lives are being interfered with? All of his loved ones. I don't know. Is there children? Is there, whatever. But here's the number one question. Besides the fact that you're fucking with other people. But here's the real question. Why would you want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with you? Love itself is magic, right? And you know what? We can't help who we love or who we're attracted to or who we lust after. It is biological. Okay? So why do you want to break all those rules to make somebody bend to your will? Here's another question. Why should your will be all that there is? With how many billions of people on the planet, how many billions of invisible entities on the planet, wildlife, everything. Why is what you decide has to happen, stop everything else and make this man love me? Or, you want this job or whatever. Why would you want to be in anything that isn't in it because their heart's not in it? Okay? I get it. You like power. You like to be able to exert influence over other things. But I'll tell you what I found out is the real magic. Can you guess? Surrender. Complete surrender to where you don't feel the need to use your force or will or manipulation over anything. How many people do you know can do that? Okay, because all forms of magic, no matter how much you believe that it's for the greater good of all, right? I mean, isn't that what all the witches are supposed to say? And, you know, I read books, Solitary Witch, and this and that. We had them on the show. I even bought a bunch and gave them away. And again, it's really cool for people who do it. I'm expressing to you why I don't, and how I feel about it, and why I feel that way. That doesn't make me right. Universally, no, not at all. It makes me right for me, because I'm the one that has to sleep with myself. I'm the one that has to look in the mirror, right? Okay, complete surrender is where the magic is at. Now, you know, let's use this for example. Oh my God, I built another place and now I have to go again, and I'm gonna make them want to keep me. Again, why would I want to be somewhere that isn't genuinely, authentically wanting to share that same experience? Because without that, by both parties, even if they're under the influence of something, it is not satisfying. At least for me. Okay? So magic. Magic is everywhere. Magic is everything. Magic is your imagination. Magician. Okay? So real magic is the purity in your heart. Okay? You're using your heart to manifest, to imagine all the possibilities in the mind. But let me tell you this. Let's say, okay, I'm the best witch in the world and I can perform every spell there ever is and make anyone do anything I want them to do. All right, that's cool. Okay, let's say I did that. And I know I have everything planned out exactly the way I want it. Problem with that is that my mind, my magician, my imagination can only grasp what I have perceived up to this point, either by direct experience or by what I'm programmed from whatever my own personal direct experience is. So why would I, even if I thought this is the grandest plan ever and I'm going to make all this magic happen and I'm going to have the house on the hill and, you know, whatever, everything's going to be perfect, everybody's going to love me, I'm going to have no hardships and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Whatever I could design by waving that magic wand right now is limited by what's in here at this current time. And what's really cool about real magic is that there is way, 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 way more than our limited mind can perceive at this time. Okay? So, when it comes to things like magic or intention or all of this stuff, for me, I like to be open to the possibilities. I don't, you know, in my limited mindset, in your limited mindset, in our limited mindsets, would you really want everything the rest of your life to be mapped out based on that singular limited perception? Not me. So let me tell you, I could think of everything I thought I wanted and tried to manifest and intend and this and that, but once I got past another layer of the onion, I'm like, what the... This is way better. Like, who knew it even existed? So, that is how I look at it and why I don't cast spells or believe in using my intention or anything. I don't believe in using power or force over anyone or anything. So, I believe that magic, casting spells, etc., is playing in that ground where you are wanting to control things to your will. And I understand. I have magician friends. I think they're great. I'm not knocking them. It's cool. Okay, so don't get what I'm saying wrong here. I'm just saying for me and my life path, I like to be open to the magic that I am not fully aware of. And I believe that being able to sail with the punches, to roll with the waves of the life's tide, the universal tide, whatever, without having to use your force over another, that is the real magic. And for me, that brings the real rewards. And I know that every single person who is in my life is here because they want to be, not because I've used some type of manipulation to get them here. I didn't manipulate somebody to give me a job. I didn't manipulate somebody to do anything, okay? Now, that doesn't mean good, I'm not saying don't use good thoughts or intentions or this and that, but as I said in the video the other day, the tongue is mightier than the sword. This is a weapon, and every time we speak or write, we are casting spells. So, technically, I am casting spells every day of my life. In a way, but do I have to light a candle to do it? No, I light candles and sage and, I do all that stuff because, well, I have my own meanings, but they don't involve spells, okay? I use my heart, my authentic heart, in everything I do, every cigarette I roll even. When I'm touching the tobacco, everything I cook, I put magic in it because these are my magic wands. I am magic. You are magic. But you will really see, I'm willing to bet, how magic you really are when you quit trying to use magical spells to influence other people. These are just my opinion. Don't shoot the messenger. It's just me. I'm not telling you to not do magic. Just don't tell me to do magic. That right? I mean, I don't think it's all bad. I really don't. But I'm not comfortable with using power or force over anyone or anything except in self-defense. All right? Have a good night. Thank you. Christie, Aphrodite, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere else. By the way, I'm banned on Facebook at least, for right now, but whatever. My friends are maintaining the page, I hope. And, yeah, I'll be around. See ya.